right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Whoa, my soul is welcome here. Yes, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Whoa, my soul is welcome here. Yes, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 Good morning.
Well, thank you, Lori and Alpha. What a wonderful morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock. I'm Reverend Tom Wendt, and I am standing in for your spiritual leader, Reverend Mary Patrice Wendt, lovingly referred to as MP, who, as one congregant put it, is playing hooky today. Everyone gets a day off, right? How good to be here. And I want you to know, I like the song, Your Soul is Welcome Here, because wherever you are in life, wherever you are in your path, you know, whether you're just in full-blown living life or you're struggling with life, if you're an addict or if you're in recovery, if you're feeling prosperous or you're feeling like you're not so prosperous, wherever you are welcome here. You know, you bring an energy that is unique to you. You bring the I am, your own I am to this ministry. And I want you to know that we're glad you're here. Whatever condition we all show up, you know, we have it all within us, and I never know what's going to demonstrate on any Sunday or any other day of the week. So we're just glad you're here bringing everything that there is about you to share with us. And, you know, we're in for a great day today, so thank you once again. And to those visitors who might be here for the first, second, or third time, there's a gift for you. I don't see anybody that would fit into that category right now. We're all a group of veterans, I think. So thank you for being here. Oh, I'm excited. Shall we start with a prayer? Why don't we do that, shall we? You know, let's just relax into who we are. Everybody here, just relax into who you are. And allow that divine energy within you, the presence and power of God in you to come forth. And let my words be your words, if you will, as I speak from the I perspective. Oh, I give thanks for this day. I give thanks for this day, sweet Spirit. And I claim this day. I claim this day in the name of the divinity that is within me for my own good and for the good of everyone whose path I cross today. Whether it be a fleeting glance or a break in traffic or a deep conversation. Today I am the expression of God in powerful, gentle, loving, and kindness ways, and I give thanks for that truth, and I know you all join me in that idea. As we move forward through this day, we are lifted and we lift others, and it is the Christ within us, the divine power within us that does it all and expresses through us, as us, in everything we do. And it makes those ideas, those qualities and characteristics of us, the I am in us, simply make for the best day ever, the best day we have, which is today. We have declared it so, and so it is. Amen. Shall we start with the 5 unity principles? You know, they are what this church is founded upon, what my talk today will be founded upon. They are greatly demonstrated here on our screen. Will you join me in affirming them, please? Together, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. The Christ Spirit lives within me. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind I experienced God's presence and power through prayer and meditation. I put my faith into action by demonstration. And with those principles in mind, unity espouses itself as being more spiritual than religious. Kind of goes to what I said at the beginning of the prayer. There is a divine energy in each and every one of us, and there is every characteristic and quality you can imagine in each and every one of us. Some we may be proud of, some not so much. In unity, we honor all of those parts of us. You're not wrong for being one way. You're not wrong for being another way. My life coaching career, I was coaching an Amish young man, about the age of, at this time we had this conversation, he was about 20 or 21 years old. And he was talking about a group he meets with regularly to help him and the other young men in the group release the impure thoughts that they had. They were thoughts about sex. You know what? When you're 20 years old, you kind of ought to be thinking about sex. We are made to think about sex. We are made to mate. We are each the product of lust when you get down to it. Hopefully love too, but for sure lust. I mean, my goodness, we all have a sexual quality to us that we need not bury or be ashamed of or think it's wrong. And George just gave me 2 high fives on that one. I like to hear that. So as a spiritual organization, we honor all parts of ourselves, and we don't need to hide any part of ourselves. We can be proud of who we are as human beings and all the characteristics we have within us. So at this time, I would like to introduce our tech team and our music team. Near the rear of the sanctuary, we have 2 of the best. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we have George Muligano, our top guy. Seated to his immediate left is Joe Joswiak. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, George. And look who we have here today. We have Alpha Stewart Jr. on percussion. And we have Miss Lori Gray Muligano going to regale us with her keyboard skills and her voice. So I'm going to turn it over to them right now. Thank you.
So this song is about something that I know is true. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is found in every gift you give. So love your life and love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Please join me. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. Amazing things. One more time. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't have to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. So just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. Yes, join me. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. So now let's take a moment together and breathe into that knowing we will do amazing things. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, a prayer to you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, my love. In every face, may I see you. In every heart, may I feel you. In all that is, may this be true. May we be one. May I be you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, a prayer to you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, my love, a prayer to you, my love.
What a beautiful segue into this time of guided meditation, starting to help us feel relaxed and at ease and at home. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is our time to go to that divine energy I spoke of earlier today. The presence of God in you. Remember to breathe deeply during this entire time. There is an inner voice within each of us. Maybe it comes from the heart, maybe the gut, wherever, your soul. This is our time to be in touch with that presence in us. I'm going to take a little different path on today's meditation. Earlier I spoke of all the aspects that are within us. Some we may not be proud of. Some we may judge negatively. I'm going to ask you to go there right now. What part of you are you most unhappy with? There was one groan I heard when I said that, but go there. Perhaps it's body image, which is common in this day and age when we are asked to look perfect. Maybe it's the way you think. something about yourself that you are most unhappy with. I'm going to go there too right now. Right now. And I'm going to ask you to embrace yourself, if you would, gently. Just embrace that part of you that you don't like, that you judge negatively. I'm seeing that part of me right now. And right now, let that part know you are loved. Yes, I struggle with you, and I love you. You are welcome here. And we are divine creations together, living this life. I'm going to do my best to let go of my judgment of you and accept you, that part of me, exactly as I am. Just be you. Just be you. Invite each of us to breathe into that aspect of us that used to displease us. Breathe into it and give it the energy of your life, your love, and your acceptance. Just be with it. Just be with it. Nothing to judge here, nothing to be ashamed of. This is me. This is you. One aspect. Welcome it. Welcome it. And love it. Love it. Today I accept my perceived imperfections. They are only perceived. This is me. And as we bring our focus back to this time and this place, let us continue to love ourselves, all parts, all parts. We may want to wiggle our toes and wiggle our fingers, open our eyes, and come back to this beautiful space and these beautiful people which you are and those with whom you share this space. Let's come fully back. Say, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for all of it. So it is. Amen. You know, life can be so good. All we have to do is let it be that way. Accept who we are. So who here or online would like to be gifted the winning ticket to the warehouse of life, where you could have any kind of life experience you desire? I'm talking about this warehouse of life. There's a world of opportunity filled with possibility, where your dreams and the visions you hold for yourself Well, those times when our imagination runs so free that you think of all the things you can do until, we start to shut it down with our thoughts. That place. I'm talking about a life experience where you awake in the morning happy and you retire at night happy too, or at least even happier than you are now. Who here online would like to be gifted, who here or online would like to be gifted with the winning ticket to that warehouse of life? May I have a show of hands, please? Everybody here. I trust all those of you online have felt the same way. Well, you are in the right place, ladies and gentlemen of Unity. In fact, I'm about to give you not one, not two, but 3 winning tickets to the warehouse of life. So fasten your seatbelts. This is a place where you will say yes to success. Now, those of you who heard me last week may recall that I made the statement that if you give to this ministry in any way, your time, you're giving of your time right now. You're here, you're attending. Those online, you're giving your time also. So if you give in that way, if you give of your talent, almost everybody here volunteers for something. Almost everyone here serves. You folks online, we haven't figured out a way to do that yet. But we're going to work on it. Or if you give of your treasure, if you financially support us, and those online, we found a way for you to do that. Just hit the donate button. That's all. Any of those apply to you, you have the right to demand that you are spiritually fed here. You understand? You have the right to expect that your life is a reflection of the principles we teach here. You're investing in your spiritual life, and as with any investment, expect a return. Now, some will argue about these words. Oh, you shouldn't have expectations. You shouldn't demand. Baloney. If you commit to something and you invest yourself, expect returns. In fact, a lot of us say expect a miracle. Now, there's a catch. The expectation and the demand must be of yourself. Unity principle number 5. You got to put it into action. Expect yourself to follow through on the ideas you have heard previously here from Rev MP, or maybe from a talk Rev MP and I gave, or today on this inspiring talk I'm about to give you. Okay? Now, the first essential quality or attitude to adopt is, and now this is ticket number 1 of 3 into the warehouse of life, a steadfast determination to attain some purpose. You got to want to do something. Okay? You got to want to do it. As an aside, they say letting go of all that opposes us. We'll get to that later. And a spiritual reliance upon the law of attraction. Unity minister Reverend Eric Butterworth, in his book Spiritual Economics, which I highly recommend, says when you believe you can do it, the how to do it develops. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, tells us our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle which, if we didn't limit it, would be unlimited. Principle, spiritual law, is ready to fill everything in your life because it's infinite and it's always happening. Religious science minister Joanne McFadden provides an enlightening example of how the law of attraction works. In Science of Mind magazine, she says her collections of mugs from places that she's visited, we have mugs, or maybe we have t-shirts too. I think t-shirts fall into that category too, She says they bring pleasant memories back whenever she gazes upon them. So because of the pleasure that her mugs, or maybe a t-shirt, brings to you, here's what she did. At garage sales and secondhand shops, she began collecting mugs from places that were on her bucket list that she hadn't been to. Each day as she retrieved a cup from her cupboard, she'd see the names and pictures of places she wanted to visit, keeping her mind on what she wanted, right? She'll take a moment to envision herself in that place, maybe sightseeing, enjoying the regional cuisine, and having fun with her husband, all from a mug. She says the thought that one day she'll be there makes her smile, and it's a great day to start the day. The law of attraction. After using these mugs, she made it to the Art Institute of Chicago to see Narcissa Thorne's miniature rooms on exhibition, something she had been longing for as she sees herself as a budding miniaturist. I guess making little kind of dollhouse things? Is that what that is? I don't know. Sounds cool. She got there. She sipped coffee from a mug featuring Alaska's Inside Passage, and within a few months she booked a cruise there for the following year. The law of attraction. Maintain in your vision what you want in life. She continues to drink her coffee from mugs featuring Quebec City, New York Botanical Gardens, Australia, New Zealand, you name it, because she wants to go there someday. So she's going to keep those destinations in her heart and her mind. What a great idea. It's like a vision board in ceramics. Isn't that something? And she asks all of us, how many times in our busy lives do we forget to spend time dedicating our thinking to really what we want and when we want it? Thought creates and dreams await. Huh? When I reflect on vacations I've taken in my life, I truly enjoyed them. And I love planning them, right? Don't we all love planning a vacation? As I was planning them, as you've heard me say before, as I'm planning them, I'm experiencing them. I'm there already. I'm just uplifted and happy. You've done the same, right? And what I notice about myself and many others regarding vacations, we usually have that steadfast determination that I mentioned in ticket number 1. I want to go on vacation. And we kind of know where we want to go and why we want to go there usually too. So what if we applied that same drive and that same commitment to other areas of our life? What do you think would happen? Just this Friday, that was 2 days ago, wasn't it? Because this is a stretch. So let me think about this in a minute. I attended a celebration at MP's school honoring her retirement, which comes up Thursday after 20 years of teaching. Just a beautiful, beautiful ceremony full of fun, and you see how the people there just loved her. And when her colleague was asked, what are you going to do once you're retired? Her response was as clear as you could imagine. I'm going on a cruise to Iceland. Says, I can't pronounce the name of all the places we're going to be going, but we're going to take 2.5 weeks to cruise Iceland, and then we're going to Greenland. And she went to all these details on what they were going to do. Talk about steadfast determination, huh? And she was excited as she spoke of this cruise. That determination provided results for her. She wanted to do it, and she did it. She had a blueprint for her future and set a date to bring it to life. What she did not say was, well, someday I'd like to go to Iceland, and maybe we'll tour Greenland, and I don't know, I don't know. See, the present moment is a time for decision. We're making decisions all the time. We need to make them. And you know what? Just today, I was looking at a calendar, and do you know what I saw on that calendar? I saw Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know what I didn't see? Is someday. Someday is not on anyone's calendar. It ain't the real thing. There is no such thing as someday. There's only those 7 days I alluded to, okay? You know, I remember teaching something similar to this when I was teaching Prosperity Plus here years ago. I was talking about, never mind someday, we're going to make some plans, we're going to get to them. You know, we talked about plans, and we lost 3 members as a result of that. We lost a couple and an individual. Because the couple was planning to move to Arizona in 5 years, and I said, why 5 years? Well, and they came up with all the reasons. I said, well, what if you didn't have those reasons? What would you do? Well, we moved now. They were gone in a year. Another lady wanted to move to Tennessee. I said, well, what's keeping you? Well, she gave all the reasons. I said, what if those weren't keeping you? Well, I'd go now. We lost her within a year, too. One of the reasons we are so successful at vacations, I suggest to you, is that we define them by dates. We have to make the reservations, and that requires dates. Ticket number 2 to the warehouse of life. This is number 2 of 3. We have a clear intention and commitment to do something, that drive I talked about earlier, and we set a date. You want your life to be better? Stop thinking about someday and set a date. I don't care if it's to get your PhD or to clean the junk drawer. Set a date. Get it done, because it's nagging at you. Is there something in your life you would like to accomplish, change, or create? Well, how do we know what that is? Well, how many times have you been thinking about someday, and where do you have that steadfast determination to do something? That's calling to you. Create a date by which you will accomplish what you're after. I'm talking about a day of the week in some month. A day put it in your calendar. That day cannot be someday. Okay? That won't work for you. There is no such day as someday. Now, some will say, well, what if it's like something like not so tangible, like a vacation or cleaning the junk drawer? What if I need to be more assertive, or, I really need to learn how to say no? Something not quite as definitive. Well, in terms of changes of behavior, which take time, create a date by which you are going to have to move forward. You're going to have to take the first step, a baby step. Baby steps are fine. By which a day which you're going to either apply some of the tools you've heard there, whether it be MP's talks, our talks together, or this incredibly inspiring talk I'm giving today to get you to move into your life more. Set a date. Hey, if it isn't me or us, online there are so many tools there. Are you kidding me? There's YouTube and there's TED Talks, there's Unity ministers out there. You can be inspired in so many ways, any subject you want. Create a date by when you're going to take the next step. Okay? Find a resource and say, I'm going to take that step, put it in your calendar. If you want to live life with I call a millionaire's mind, and I mean a millionaire in terms of not only financial, but a spiritual millionaire where you can have anything you want, set specific dates. I know you've probably heard this before. Well, you're being reminded, that's all. And you probably do it much of the time. But I'm betting there's something there that you need to set a date on. And you know what that date isn't, right? Someday, that's right. Renowned Unity author and teacher Emily Cady said, there should not be a running to and fro, making human efforts to aid the divine, but a calm, restful, and unwavering trust in all wisdom and all power within ourselves, that we're able to accomplish the thing desired. Okay? That's where we need the demand. That's where we need the expectations, because we can do it. Emmett Fox said in his book, Sermon on the Mount, with a new difficulty of any kind, it's the reception that we give it mentally and the attitude that we adopt toward it in our own thought that completely determine its effect on you. You want to do something? Look at a mug with that something on it. Look at your t-shirts. Hold in your mind the vision you want. Determination and commitment matter. Our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, as most of you know, talked about the 12 powers of man. That was a colloquial way of saying of humankind. We each have 12 powers, divine powers within us. Power of life, power of imagination, power itself, judgment, understanding, zeal, elimination, faith, love, order, will, and strength. Today I'm going to be talking about two of those. I've already talked about them actually. One is the power of power itself. That is innate control over our thoughts and feelings. We have a say in how we think and how we feel. And then power also is the ability to transform energy from one plane to another. So I can transform energy from my imagination to my life, to action. That's the power we have. The other is our will. 12-step programs, our will takes a beating because the way we've used our will has often been to our detriment. I can tell you that the will is the executive faculty of the mind, the choosing, determining factor that we have within us. Our will is the deciding power in our lives. It is our will that says, I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do that. Okay? And we can use those two powers and more to enter that warehouse of life and live the life that we want to live. In his book, The Science of Getting Rich, I have something from Wallace Wattles, but first I'm going to say to you, this is ticket number 3 of 3 to the warehouse of life that you can each enjoy, and they're absolutely free. To set about getting rich, he says, not only financially but also spiritually rich, I'll add, you do not try to apply your willpower to anything outside of yourself. It's wrong, he says, to apply your will to other men and women in order to get them to do what you want them to do. Darn it. I'm going to share a story with you that happened here a number of years ago. We used to do an activity called Pack a Backpack. Some of you remember that. We'd collect backpacks and school supplies, and this was an event coordinated by the Salvation Army. And we'd collect them, and then I'd bring them to the Salvation Army headquarters in Crystal Lake, and I'd usually bring maybe, a dozen or so backpacks and bags of school supplies. I'd enter that room, there were 1,000 backpacks there for kids who needed them, who couldn't afford, families who couldn't afford them. And we've been doing this for years. Members of the LGBTQ community that were part of this organization were very upset when they found out about that. Because in their minds, the Salvation Army was very anti-LGBTQ, okay? And if you look at their overarching statements, they had a point. And many of them felt that it was wrong to partner with such an organization. So I knew of the angst, and so I gave a series of talks on building bridges instead of walls, how important that was. I met with, I'll say, Major Janice, not her real name, who was the leader of the McHenry County Salvation Army, and I told her the concern. She says, we do not discriminate who gets backpacks. Anyone who needs a backpack gets it. And she said, not everybody in the Salvation Army believes all that stuff either. To no avail. To no avail. Several members of that community were angry at me, really angry, and left the church. I say this not to blame them, okay? I want to make that abundantly clear. These individuals were very much hurt by the Salvation Army in some way, I don't know how, or their message. And they were not in a place of building bridges. Okay? So I tell this story to validate how ineffective it is to try to use our will, although I don't think I was willful. I was trying to be principled, but maybe I was. To try to use our will to get people to do what we think they ought to do or what we think is right for them. It didn't work. Not with those individuals anyway. So it's a great lesson for a minister. So when I give a talk, I share truths in terms of my beliefs and unity principles. I totally release you all to do what you want to do. Okay? And also relating back to Reverend Joanne McFadden's visioning using ceramic mugs, Wallace Waddle says, you don't need to apply your will to things in order to compel them to come to you. Just be open to them coming to you. She was just open to it. She was looking at mugs, just being open to it. That's all. And holding her focus on what she wanted. The bottom line here is, to get what you want in your life, apply your willpower only to yourself. Anybody with teenagers knows that, right? We cannot make anybody else do what we believe they ought to do. We can't make someone else do what's quote unquote best for them. Use our will to do what's best for us. Maintain the focus on what we want. And I spoke a mistruth to you when I started this talk. I apologize for that. There's actually bonus ticket number 4 to the Warehouse of Life. I know. You need a steadfast determination to attain some purpose. We've covered that. Letting go of all that opposes it. Okay? Another way to get what you want out of life is stop thinking about their opposites. Health, Wallace Waddle says, is never attained by studying disease and thinking about disease. It's the healing and the cure that you're after, and that's where you want your focus to be. In his book, The Power of Decision, Raymond Charles Barker says, reject what you do not want. Don't put your mind in it. You might have to acknowledge that it exists. Don't put energy into it, okay? Don't think about the opposites of what you want or all the how-tos to get there. Just take it one step at a time and set dates on the way. In closing, you have power. You have innate thoughts over your feelings and your actions, and you have the ability to imagine something and then apply it to your life, okay? You have the will to make decisions that you need to make. Just reviewing the tickets. Ticket number 1, a steadfast determination to attain some purpose, a belief in the law of attraction. Ticket number 2 to the Warehouse of Life. Have a clear intention and commitment to do something and set a date, a specific date. Number 3, to set about getting rich, not only financially but also spiritually rich, do not apply your willpower to anybody but you. And lastly, ticket number 4. Let go of all that opposes what you want. Last lines, all that I can see, all that I can be, infinite possibility, it's all inside of me. That's the spiritual path. Lori and Alpha?
There's a secret to success everybody hopes to find. There's a key to the world, and it's mine, oh mine. There's a world of opportunity. It's filled with possibilities, dreams that I'm gonna find. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes. Got a blueprint for the future, a brand new design. I'm playing at the money game, winning all the time. There's a world of opportunity filled with possibilities, dreams that I'm gonna find. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes, I say yes. All that I can see, all that I can be, infinite prosperity, it's all inside of me. Oh yeah, I've got a millionaire, I've got a millionaire, I've got a millionaire mind. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire, you've got a millionaire, I've got a millionaire, we've got a millionaire mind. We say yes. We say yes.
Woo! Thank you, Lori and Alpha. My goodness. And our tech team for bringing the sound to us so clearly. We are so blessed here. Well, this morning we welcome your gifts and donations. If you are online, you can go to the unitywoodstock.org and share your donation by hitting the donate button. You know, we're pretty much self-supporting. We hold some events here that bring in some revenue, but it's all of you that keep us going. And I say that to those of you online too. We invite you to support us financially and help bring messages such as you heard today to all these free tickets to the warehouse of life that you are so deserving of. So invite you to take your gift in your hand now if you would, and let's bring up our giving prayer if you would please. And together please. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Oops, shouldn't put those away yet. We need to give thanks for them. Gratitude is an important power in life too. So we give thanks for these gifts and you givers, and what we know is that these gifts enrich us, and by giving, it enriches you. So I'd invite us all to get ready to say thank you to God 3 times together. Please, we say, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. Amen. Well, as you know, prayer is an important part of this ministry, and we have a prayer station over here. If you'd like to fill out a prayer request form, please feel free to do so. It will be prayed over by 30 days by our team and Silent Unity. And also, we have a prayer chaplain in the room. Jackie, could you raise your hand or stand up and let them know you're here? If you would like a prayer, you know what Jackie will do with you? She'll hold sacred space with you. She'll listen attentively. She'll reflect back to you a spiritual message that will help you on your path, and everything she hears will be kept in strictest confidence. So please avail yourself of Jackie's considerable consciousness. Also, if you have a thought or prayer about something special or someone special in your life, we have prayer candles in the back of the church. Ask a $2 donation, and light the candle for that thought, and we'll light it every week until it burns out. Special announcements. I'm going to hit, you've got a couple that aren't on the list, Joe. So, Pride Fest is coming. I think we're going to celebrate it here the second Sunday in June. So I have an announcement. We have Pride Fest t-shirts that will be available to you. We have special design. They're special designed. The time to order is this weekend and next weekend. See Rena in Fellowship. Okay, there's a sample shirt in Fellowship also you could see. Should go into cost and all that, right? Pride Fest t-shirts. Secondly, today during the potluck, the food that makes us happy potluck, we're also going to be engaging in a craft, okay? Kids that did this in youth ministry, I think a couple weeks ago. These are light catchers. Is that right? Light catchers? Sun catchers. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Well, it was an hour ago she told me this. Come on, folks. And we're going to be making these, all right? There's some drying time, so you'll have to leave them here for a week or so and then pick them up in the future. So that's going to be part of the fun of today's service. And you know, speaking of youth ministry, our kids don't hear the message you hear, but they hear similar principles in ways that apply to the kids and they can understand. So please know that our youth ministry is a valuable part of this congregation. Now, classes and groups. Let's see. We have our Christ Mind study group, AA meetings, free guitars for future stars, events. We have a lending library right across the hall from me here. Highlighted section this month is healing. And please continue to add to our Rockness Kind Garden. Not a Rockness Kind Garden, a Kindness Rock Garden. But a Rockness Kind Garden could be cool too, I guess. Anyway, I wax eloquent here. I'll continue on. Potluck today is food that makes you happy. Whether you brought something or not, come on in. We always have a ton to eat here. It's going to be great, great food. There's a greeters meeting today after the potluck. So load up on potluck goodies and then head to Power at 11:30. Okay, we don't want you all to go hungry. We serve here, and you can expect to be fed during a potluck. Okay. Daniel Nahmod is a Unity singer of note and reputation. He's at Fox Valley Unity in Batavia today. Concert at 6 p.m. If you're interested, please feel free to attend. And our men's group is meeting this Thursday, May 23rd, from noon to 1 at Three Brothers Restaurant. Let's see, Sue's Friends, the Unity Women's Group, meets May 24th at Kim Joswiak's home. I believe they're full up, though, as I understand it, but they're going to attend it. They're going to have another event planned for the future. Pride Sunday is coming, as I mentioned it. Please sign up for the parade and our vendor tape. So we're going to participate in the Pride Parade. Please know that. That's an annual event for us. And if you can bring candy, like bags of candy to throw, there's a box, a receptacle in Fellowship. And they ask that we not bring used chocolate, I think, because it's so hot usually on that day. No. Oh, I'm hearing no chocolate, or no, it's not a good idea. No chocolate. Okay. You heard me. No chocolate. We do not expect chocolate on that day. All right? And please fill out your annual meeting follow-up survey to let your board know your thoughts. It came as kind of a regular-looking email, and after our annual meeting, there may be some thoughts you have about our budget and whether we will be hiring a full-time minister, part-time, a couple other paths we could go, and we need your input on that survey. Volunteer openings, we can use help back at our tech team. And also, we're looking for a person who's familiar with sound, and I forget what was that last one? Oh, landscaping also. We need some help in landscaping. Seems to be. Oh, yes. We're also looking for board members. Who here would like to serve on the board of directors? We have an opening, and please talk to Joe as our board president. You can talk to Joe, or give me the word and I'll pass the word on that you're interested. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. Let me just check. Kind of new at this, so volunteer board cabinet. Yeah. Okay, we're going to stand for the prayer for protection, and then we're going to close with the peace song. Together, please. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well, and so it is. Amen.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on
Turn my
earth,
mic off,
and
or
peace
I'll
that
leave.
was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Whoa, my soul